campaign mission 4 here in Battlesector takes us into battle against a Tyrannofex. This is a centerpiece of the Tyranid swarm, and this particular one has killed one of the previous commanders here in the Blood Angels. So we're here to exact revenge, and the priest also needs to retrieve the fallen commander's gene seed. Our company includes 2 land speeders, which I really liked in the previous mission, and they are also only 70 points, so working them into the list is pretty easy. They are mostly taking the place that was previously held by the intercessors, because they also fall into the category of just a long-range support unit, but I find that they have more mobility, and they also have more health. The downside is that we cannot heal them, but I think that they slot in very well. Then we have our classic Sergeant Carleon and his assault squad. We have Brother Arturo as our healer, and then we also have the Hellblasters here as a brand new unit bringing heavy armor piercing. I think that these guys are going to be a central part of our tactic to be able to bring down the Tyrannofex. Then we are only able to bring in 1 unit of aggressors and 1 unit of intercessors. I had been liking to run 2 units of aggressors, but they are extremely expensive. Alright, this will be the Hellblaster's first target for us this campaign, bringing in the Plasma Incinerator, optimal range of 4. Base damage is 6 to 9, but it has 6 armor piercing, which means for these pathetic Hormagaunts with only 1 armor, it's a lot of overkill, and probably will actually not do as much damage as one of the Intercessor units. It did pretty well for itself though there. And against more heavily armored targets, it will do better yet. The enemies on this corner of the map are all ranged, and unfortunately, the ones that are nearest to being able to attack us have the best cover with all of these other terrain formations. So we're going to take some pot shots over here and allow the enemies to move out to put my bikes into a flanking position. Their goal here is going to be to clear the way for the priest to be able to harvest the gene seed over here on the corner. I don't think I'm even going to move them right now, though. I suppose here we can move up and just kind of take some cover positions and then throw out the overwatch in case the enemy ventures nearer. But I put it all the way out here, I get it on both sides. I'm actually not sure if they would be able to move through here. They probably have to come around. And then we're going to put the priest up because I'm expecting to need to get some healing out. He still has 2 movement points left, so we're going to advance and fire on the Hormagaunts. Maybe he'll kill 1. Actually, he has 2 shots. Here we go. Brilliant. There's the old hallmarks. Always gonna have to cut through these, it looks like. Guarding the gene seed. Here comes some more. I wonder if the Tyrannofex is going to advance. It was kind of set up in an area that looks like it's clearly designed to be a boss attack or a boss battle. So I doubt that it's going to advance. It's just gonna wait for us to come up to it. It is coming up. That's terrifying. There are a whole lot of enemies here. Oh my gosh. Okay. The Overwatch counted for something. Okay, the Tyrannofex coming nearer is potentially very bad for us. 9 armor, 4 movement points, acid spray / powerful limbs. Yeah, I'd say that's about right. Now, the gene seed right now is fairly open. If we start to bring the priest around, I think we bring him up here to be able to get off a heal. Heal thy brother.
The priest continues to natter in my ear about the Primaris.
They have not yet shown any sign of the Black Rage, but we have both witnessed the thirst present within them. They don't yet understand the tightening of their cheeks, the sanguine flush of their skin come battle. No matter how well they think they hide it, these Primaris share our blood and its defects. The red thirst claws at their hearts. Let us see what becomes of it once they face the beast that killed Pentasio. Know your duty and discharge it above all else. That is the core of an Astartes being, and the reason I am led to these festering pits. I have my duty to Pentasio and to 8th Company. To have survived Leviathan, only to be laid low by these scrap remnants. I do not deserve the honor of recovering his name. But if it is the Emperor's will, I will see it done.
All just piling down this corridor. At least they haven't shown any real long-range units that can take advantage of the high ground that they've been given here. We have an uphill battle, but they're just coming to us, so we can kind of pull up where we are and even fall back a little bit if we need to keep drawing them out. All these enemies just taking Overwatch here in the back are basically wasting their turns, so their numbers advantage doesn't matter as much. Alright, now I think we want to get in there with the chainsword, but he doesn't have the buff off cooldown, so Hellblasters should get through this. Venom Thrope. Yeah, there we go. And then they have cover and we have cover. Even trade. I think we just go for softening up these guys. I don't care too much about a unit with only 2 models. Question is what we're doing over here on the left. Be able to take care of these Venom Thropes. Because here, if I melee attack, they have facing towards me, so they will get the counter attack. Which can do a lot of damage. And I'm already poisoned, so he needs a heal lined up from the priest next turn anyway. I think we just lay into them with the pistol. And bring the priest across to help. But we do want to advance the priest as far as we can. Slide in with the chainsword. That's what we needed. Okay. We're in good shape over there now. There's the poison damage coming through. And... oh, he wanted to move? Oh, no! Well, the Venom Thrope gave up the ghost. Now we just have the Tyrannofex to worry about, because we haven't seen any other real key pieces of this army, just all the swarm units.
This is your beast, brother. It is but a mindless Tyrannofex.
Its behavior was not this senseless before. Something of it has changed.
Aye, Pentasio would not have fallen to this. Come, our duty is clear. You retrieve his gene seed, and we will exact his revenge on the brute.
Heal thy brother the sergeant. And run. I wonder if that heal was actually not worth it. Well, we wouldn't have the action point to be able to capture it anyway. Next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna put him all the way up. Give him the sprint. Okay, we're gonna back up. Get our backs to the absolute wall. Maybe we keep sliding to the side. And see how much we can punch through the armor. We do 100 damage. That is not bad. But we still have a lot more to cut through. Youch. Okay, what is the armor piercing on the heavy blaster here, or heavy bolter? We get 3 armor piercing. Let's see what the land speeder can put up. So he was at 330. And we take him down to 280, so we get 50 damage out of the land speeders. That's fine. Keeping them at the optimum range, just because I would really regret missing any of these shots. What's rough here is that the Tyrannofex is still going to be able to do all the damage that he normally does. Whereas these other units, when they take heavy fire, they start losing models, and then they're way less effective. But this guy is just fine. Okay, we need to hit our distance. And these are not the units that I want to use to fire on the Tyrannofex at all. So I actually might come around. I want to be able to get them closer to the priest, though. Tough decisions. We'll see if we can soften up this unit. I don't think we'll kill anybody, though. Oh, there we go. We got 2 of them down. Okay, and then they stay in the back. Armor piercing 1. We get a lot of armor piercing here on the gauntlets. Base damage 45 to 60 with enough armor piercing. Ooh. It is tempting. He will counterattack, though. And the counterattack will be very dangerous. I don't know if I want to risk it. I think that I just take out... I can just eliminate this unit and hope that they're still alive for the next round where he's more softened up. And then we're going to try and present him with a few more targets here. And we actually get a little bit of armor piercing here on this pistol, because he's got the master crafted version. Not that it's going to do very much. But basically we want to put him into the position where just the Hellblasters and the aggressors next turn can bring the Tyrannofex down. And I think we're in a good spot to be able to do that. It's just such a swarm. If they give us the mission to have to clear out all of the Tyranids after we've completed the other objectives, it's gonna take forever. Look at all these guys. They're just milling around. Ooh, there goes the acid again. Ah, no. My intercessors. Okay, the Tyrannofex just flexed on us, and he was like, I hear that your favorite unit is the aggressor. Well, now you don't have it anymore. So, we had been in a solid position, and now we're fighting from behind. The only mission left is slay the Tyrannofex. But our priest is horribly out of position. I can still bring units to him if they need a heal, but I don't want to do that. So I think he just sprints. And we bring these guys in first, being able to deal the most damage. The bikes could bring the Tyrannofex down, and I feel like eliminating him is the most important thing we can do. Even if it means throwing one of these guys in melee, because they have some armor piercing. Okay, what does your sword do, Carlian? This is where the measure of a space marine is made. 5 attacks at 25. I think this will be enough. Especially with tactical precision, giving us an extra armor piercing and some extra accuracy. Here we go. Yes, we got him! Tyrannofex eliminated! And here, eliminate all Tyranid forces. Thank you. Thank you. Well, back him up towards the priest. These guys, honestly, also want to just rush toward the priest. So they come across to here. I can't overwatch him now. Oh yeah, he used the ability. Take our pot shots and back up to be able to save the models. There's a lot of even damage, so they are just hanging on, which would be brilliant if we can heal them back up. The rest of this position I'm actually pretty happy with because they have to keep on funneling straight towards me. It's when they start coming around from this side as well that we get a little bit overrun because we're in the open. We can continue to move back in this direction. There's only 14 of them. How bad can it be? We're outnumbered 2 to 1? 3 to 1? 2 to 1. Our commander has really taken a beating here. Down to half health. They're getting reinforcements now? Or have those guys always been back there? And these guys are melee, so our leader is trapped in combat. We will come around. And I think I still put the heal onto the assault squad here. It's just so much more effective on multiple targets rather than a single target. Once he has his empowered version, then that's what we want to spend onto Carlian. Right now we just see if we can pick off some of these guys. Alright, Carlian is in a lot safer place now. I think we look to just finish off this unit. And then drop him back. His assault squad will take his place in the breach here. And they were going to line up with their overwatch to keep their pistols at optimum range. We'll keep our distance as much as we can. No need to give up optimum range if we don't have to. And keep on softening up these frontliners. Here's where the overwatch comes in. Hopefully that helps them out. Now we get the bonus reaction because of their pistol sidearms. It's still a lot of damage. Did we lose a model? Yep. Model down. Oh, they're in really bad shape now. I think that we need the bikes to come forward and be able to absorb some of the damage on their health pools. No, not on these guys. It's so low already. All these ranged enemies just needling at them, but they're focusing fire pretty well. Which is what is hurting us so badly. Okay, we have to heal over here. And now we got the empower. Oh, but it's on cooldown now. No! Dang it. Alright, we'll just fire. Bring our leader across. Have him fire over here. Now that we've started losing models, the heals on my assault squad are not as effective, being worn down. This is a big charge.
Avenge them, brothers.
Yeah, that leap attack. No, we're gonna lose the intercessors. We waited too long to heal them up. It's just gonna be my leaders and the scout bikes at the end of this. That's a lot of damage. The priest must not have any armor. No, he has 5 armor. Man, what is just hurting him so much about all of this? It seems that every time I finish off one of the bugs, they just get reinforcements. I'm actually going to throw it here on the intercessor. The odds of him surviving to be very useful in this battle are pretty low. And his usefulness, also not great, given that he doesn't even finish off one of the enemies in one of his rounds. But he is still alive, so we will care for him. I think now the goal is to kind of start kiting, which we should have done earlier. Ooh, that's a good place. So we can drop back here and here. Get the Overwatch up. Oh, I guess the priest also has Overwatch. Okay. There we go. Not that his Overwatch is going to do very much. Hey, we actually got the Tyranids down to just 11 remaining. Maybe there's hope. And now they're flanking us. Our one safe position, they've come around from behind. Well, I really need to get this heal off onto the sergeant, and then I think we come around on the flank and get in there with the chainsword. The intercessor runs all the way back. Jump back to behind them, and then we see what this chainsword can do. We get a little bit of splash damage with the chainsword attacks. We'll see if that lets us finish off any more. Usually we get 2 per attack. Yeah, it looks like about what we got. I can sling him all the way up into this corner. That's kind of fun. There we go. And then we want to make sure that the priest stays alive. So we just lay into any of these. Ah, yes. We can actually move him back. There we go. 10 enemies and 5 battle-weary blood angels. The bikes might be able to clutch the battle out. And the fact that the priest can just keep on... They just missed? The priest can keep on healing the commander. Alright. Bike down to 2/3 health. 1/3 health. Can you take another salvo? No. Bike is down. Alright, the commander hopped back up. That is your last chance setting. First death, you come back with 20 health.
The blood of Sanguinius flows in my veins.
But this one... basically over. Oh, so close. First, the priest, if he'd hit one more shot, would not have been fired on. And then the other guy missed both of his shots. So, our 7 health priest is still alive. Remarkable.
I go where I am needed.
He probably should have taken a shot. Okay, 3 enemies remaining. We can see all of them. A very damaged unit, a full health unit, and a single termagant. They're all ranged. This could be a cheeky play because they have their overwatch set up facing the wrong direction. So we're able to fire upon them from this cliff side. Picking off 3. And then I want to swing down to be able to come around in a position that would get me closer in the future.
I am the sword of Sanguinius.
Over here, I think we just step up a little bit.
My vengeance will
Take the pot shot. There we go. And then Keep on backing up. Same as we do with the priest. Overwatch.
I am ready to help.
Overwatch. There we go. 2 enemies remaining. And the Overwatch actually coming into play here. Thankfully, they were not in range of the priest. So we still have our healing, though they do get their buddies to watch their backs for them. 72 to hit is not bad. Not bad at all there. And we just keep on slipping away. Away and around. Okay, here we're about ready to dive in, but I don't want to overextend here in the very last moments. Just taking the shots with the pistol. Wearing them out. Keep the characters safe. We can jump back in next time. Alright. Where do they go? There's only 3 of them. They take the Overwatch. And we... 41 to hit. Ooh, I bet it'd be a lot higher over here. We have swung all the way around. That's only 59 to hit. Does this actually finish them?
Mark this location
Yes!
for the Logisticium servitors.
Oh my gosh.
These cursed pinnacles shall spoil Balfora's skin no longer.
The inconsistency displayed by the alien troubles me. There was no sign of the cognition and strategy that prevailed upon us before.
You do not have to explain, brother. There was clearly a disparity between the beast we faced and the one that bested Pentasio.
But it was still the same creature.
Aye, but previously steered by the will of another.
A synaptic network. That does not bode well for your moon.
We managed to make the comeback in the end. The swarm, with all their ranged attacks, just pummeling us as we stayed in the open. I think that was the main mistake that we made. If we had started to kite our units around through the choke points of the map off to the left, we could have done a lot better, I think. But at the end of the day, the healing out of the priest was enough to keep our units up. And the movement speed on our guys was enough to keep them out of harm's way and keep poking away at the enemy until we finally got them. It was extremely close, extremely close, but we made it in the end. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode.